It's very strange. Almost like a human.
I eat children. Okay, only to 10.
Man, what's good with the collective? Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. I know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7, and this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps collective grow, helps collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate you watching on your TV, whatever the case is. I wish it was smooth 7. Might be a trigger warning or 2. I hope not. But I ain't gonna hold you. Got a little bit of a longer video today, so y'all know what it is. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
Get in here, family. Check it out. This guy here, allegedly, was cheating on his wife. She called up one of the magic doctors. Turned my mans into half man, half leopard. Now, look, I don't know what to believe, because a lot of this shit be my head up, and I be seeing a lot of videos in Africa where they do some shit that I can't explain. It is not AI, but I would love to find a video. I will find a video. If it's a video, I will find it so we can see how this nigga just transitioned into that. And if y'all want to know the location, this is in Giani. This is a small village in Giani. This is in South Africa. So on Funnel Grave, y'all let me know in the comments if y'all believe that motherfucker really turning into half man, half beast, half man, half tiger, half man, half goat. All this shit that I've been seeing lately, and this the newest one to add to the collection. But on Funnel Grave, shit is crazy.
So now you're telling me that you didn't want to believe me when I said the most in-depth videos, information, and photographs of the UAPs, aliens, and interdimensional beings was going to come out on Monday? Okay, well, I've never been the one to say I told you so, but in this situation, I told you so.
The hell was that, bro?
Okay, we are in hell. Okay, there is no heaven because there is no God. There are just thousands and thousands and thousands of other worlds and domes and cubes. It doesn't stop.
Right.
We are this. Have you ever seen the video, all of ya?
Yeah.
Go on YouTube and look up the hair across the back of an iPhone.
Right.
Over the chip.
Okay.
Okay, look that up.
Okay.
Because it shows you a hair across a chip inside of this phone.
Yeah.
And then they zoom in and go past the hair.
Magnify.
And zoom in and zoom in and zoom in. And it's like cities and things zooming in. It's going to blow your mind.
It's it's minuscule.
That is not possible.
Right.
By us humans.
Right.
Okay, we cannot get that. I mean, we can see it on a microscope and whatnot, but there's no way you can go in there and weave all this gold and copper and palladium and whatever inside of a chip that's this big. No way. Go watch it. You're gonna blow your mind when you get
Yeah,
home.
I'll check that out.
It's on YouTube. But again, that is technology from outside our dome.
Y'all, at this point, I'm just convinced this world is just one big movie and somebody's watching. Because, baby, listen. So I just watched this newscaster. She said she was presenting a beautiful story. And she go on to say that somebody threw 200 kidneys in a duffel bag in front of the hospital. The doctor come on and say they received a beautiful gift of 200 kidneys, and he was like, and they was fresh. They had to got them within the last 24 hours. Baby, it's a whole crime scene inside that duffel bag. Because, baby, look, we got 2 kidneys in our body, so that's 100 people. Where are these 100 dead bodies at? Where are these people at? How is this story amazing when it's 100 people out there gotta be missing without no kidneys? Where is the beauty in that? And they talking about this is an amazing, beautiful story. How? That y'all just got 200 anonymous kidneys dropped off at a hospital door that y'all claim were fresh. Where is the rest of the body? And then the doctor go on to say, mention something about the brains, the lungs, and the heart. I guess he's trying to say they need that too, so drop it off at the door. Man, what? We in a movie, y'all. We are in a movie.
Soylent Green is that movie. What's y'all thoughts?
Brain death is a lie. So people don't even realize it's a lie anymore. But it's been a lie from the beginning, continues to be a lie. They invented brain death mainly to get organs, but then also so they don't waste money on treating people who aren't ever going to get a job, who are just going to live and not die. And so to see what brain death is, it's primarily a way to get organs. You cannot get any organs from a cadaver. Every organ that's transplanted is a healthy organ, and you can only get healthy organs from living persons. You cannot get any organs for transplant from a cadaver. The things I'm telling you is that you are not allowed to hear, because if you hear it, you will be upset, as all three of you are upset. And rightly so, you should be upset. Whose organs do they want? Certainly from all children, but especially the people who are 16 to 30. And their life is in jeopardy. If they're unconscious and on a ventilator, they're going to get their organs. Everybody who's called brain dead has a beating heart, circulation, and respiration. If they didn't have that, you wouldn't have to call them brain dead. You could call them dead.
Y'all remember that clip? We went over that like a couple months ago.
The creators of Grand Theft Auto and the creators of 4chan are in the Epstein files. Neither of those surprise me, but if you're wondering why GTA 6 keeps getting delayed, I think it genuinely
I seen that like a couple days ago too.
No black girls allowed on Epstein Island? Here's why. Jeff gave in at some point and told him, yes, I'll find some friends. Jeff wanted young, fresh girls. He told, don't bring me any N-words. Never ever brought any friends. At this point in the interview, attorney Barry advised the following. At Epstein's request, she at times met people on the beach and may have told them something to the effect of, if you want to party, go to Epstein's. Following statement. Shook her shoulders and head in the affirmative. Clarified that after what Jeff had done to her, she did not want it to be repeated. And she decided finding other girls for him, strangers she found in town, might spare her more.
Now for Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, I do have some clips with Epstein partying with our president. Based off how our comment section be going, y'all let me know if y'all want it, but my peoples be telling me don't post it because it's not going to be received well and it's still going to be excuses. Do y'all want those clips or do y'all not? They told me before we even post it, before we even react to it, that's what's coming up. So y'all let me know if y'all want it or if y'all don't, because I don't feel like hearing excuses if some shit's right in our face. I'm not going to post it if that's the case. Y'all let me know.
You wanna know how bad it is? You wanna know how bad it is? You wanna know how bad it is? Look, now I done lost my damn show.
Is that normal where y'all from? It don't snow here, so I don't know.
What do you mean people don't like King James? I thought he brought the Bible to the whole world. That's what I was taught as well. He didn't actually change anything, did he? Come check this out. King James Version, Proverbs 16:4. The Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. Ethiopian Bible, Proverbs 16:4. Yahweh has made everything for its own end. Yes, even the wicked for the day of evil. Notice all caps L-O-R-D, Lord, instead of Yahweh, and evil being for its own end. James Version 16:12. It is an abomination to kings to commit wickedness, For the throne is established by righteousness. So it's an abomination to kings? What about this? Ethiopian Bible, Proverbs 4:12. It is an abomination for kings to do wrong, for the throne is established by righteousness. So the King James Version just figures kings could do abominations, as long as it's not done to them.
The most terrifying hiking trail in the United States is located in Tennessee, in the Appalachia, a place called the Norton Creek Trail. Now, the Norton Creek Trail is about an hour from Knoxville, Tennessee, and probably about 20 minutes from Gatlinburg. Now, this trail goes through the Smoky Mountain National Park, and this area has the highest concentration of old pioneer cemeteries and abandoned homesteads that you can actually visit. This area is known for ghostly apparitions, orbs, people disappearing. There is a famous story about a pioneer settler who went looking for his missing daughter on this trail and actually was found unalived. Now, the creepiest legend, though, in this area is that of Spearfinger. Now, Spearfinger is this old Cherokee legend that there is this witch who they described as being sometimes 40 feet tall, having skin like rocks, and this long, sharp finger that is shaped like a spear. And the creepy thing about Spearfinger is that she could shapeshift. She could be anyone, your auntie, your cousin, your best friend. And she could be walking right behind you. You turn around and she sticks her long spear finger into your back, rips out your liver, and eats it. Now, this story comes from this same general area. There was this woman who said when she was a young girl, her and her brothers and sisters, they lived in this small shack in the Appalachian Mountains. And she said, they were very poor. So this house was, not that big. They all shared a bedroom. And they said their father had to leave them alone for a couple days. So their auntie came to stay with them. So they said, one night they're hanging out with their auntie and they're joking, they're having a good time. When all of a sudden, they said the air just got stale. And they could feel almost like a cold breeze blowing into the house. And they said the dogs started to freak out and bark and go crazy, like someone was outside. So the auntie got really, really nervous and really scared. She takes the kids and they all go up into this attic where the father had made kind of like a safe area for them to hide if anything were to ever happen. So they're all sitting up in the attic and there's, this tiny little hole that they could see down into, the downstairs. And they said all of a sudden the door opened up and they said in walked this little old lady. And they said she just kind of, was touching everything around their house. And she said all of a sudden this old woman started saying, "Come out, children, come out. I've got something for you. Come down here. I want to tell you a story." And she started, acting like she was this concerning old woman who wanted to give the kids, stories and candy. And so the kids started to say to the auntie, like, "Can we go down there? Can we see her? Can we see her?" And she's, "Quiet, just be quiet." And the more they resisted, the more this woman was like, "Come down here, kids. Come down here. I got something for you. Like, I have some toys." And, they're like, "Oh my goodness, we don't have no toys. Like, we should go down there. We should go down there." And the auntie's like, no, fighting with them, saying like, "You have to stay up here in the attic." And so they said all of a sudden, the woman kind of disappeared out of sight. And as they're looking down this little hole, they said the next thing they knew, a finger popped up through the hole and started, moving around. And she said the auntie and the kids are all scared because they're seeing like this finger just coming up through the hole. And they said the finger started to grow and grow, and it became almost like this long, sharp spear. And they said it started to move around the attic, and they had to like avoid it because it was almost hitting them. And the auntie just started saying these prayers like over and over again. And they said all of a sudden it was like, boom, like they had woken up from a dream. This old woman was gone. The air seemed normal. And so the auntie brings them down from the attic. And she said the next day when her auntie went outside, all of their animals that they had out there were like mutilated, torn apart. And she said to this day, she is afraid to go out in the woods in this area.
Y'all believe that story? Or it's cap?
I'm in Bangkok. I'm at the hospital. I'm bleeding out because I believe I was a part of some strange ritual. I need help immediately. I think I was in my apartment. I woke up on Friday morning in Bangkok. I live in Icon Siam. I live at the Supalai across from Icon Siam. My name is Ashley Butler. I'm a U.S. Air Force veteran. Listen, somebody entered my apartment on Friday. I found a naked picture of myself in bed that then disappeared. I tried to get help. I tried to get to the police. Nobody would help me. I have burn marks on my back. It's sore and bleeding out. I think they cut my womb. I tried to get help. They won't help me. They kept me for hours in the police station, moving me from police station to police station. I've been to 3 police stations. This happened on Friday morning, okay? I am live. They did not want me to go live. They take my passport. I contacted the U.S. Embassy yesterday, all right, last night. And today, I sent an email. I've made phone calls. The embassy was in contact. Sam. And listen, I don't know what's happening, but I'm not at the hospital that they said I was supposed to be at. I don't know where I'm at. I'm alone in a room, and I'm bleeding out. It's been 2 days. I've had nothing to eat. I've had a bottle of water, and something's going on here. I need you all to get me some help, please. I don't know what is going on. Please, 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 please help me.
Damn. There's some shit that I just be wishing I could unsee. Like, woo. That one got me, y'all. That one got me. I'm not even gonna sit up here and cap. I'm not gonna cap. That one got me. What's y'all thoughts, man? I hope she good. They say update was she has been released from the hospital. Hopefully she can get back to the States with her family if she has family. Y'all let me know your thoughts, man. Damn, that one got me. That one hit me.
Hospitals in Dallas are being accused of keeping kidneys, like kidney transplants, from poorer patients and instead giving those same kidneys to wealthy patients. A whistleblower lawsuit alleges that kidneys were diverted from poor patients at Parkland Health and instead given to wealthier patients at UT Southwestern. The whistleblower was quite literally their transplant director, their transplant coordinator, the person overseeing all of the organ transplants at the facility. And he documented 36 different cases in the span of 1 year where kidneys were deemed not up to quality for transplant into poorer patients at Parkland Health. But then those exact same kidneys that didn't meet the quality standards were then transplanted into patients in a wealthier hospital. Little bit of background, almost every single kidney transplant, including like any organ transplant in the United States, is funded by Medicaid. So what this lawsuit is alleging is that organ procurement groups and the hospitals themselves were prioritizing wealthier patients over patients whose treatments would be reimbursed by Medicaid. They are quite literally choosing who lives and who dies based on how much money you have. I have never, in all of my years in healthcare, heard a more damning condemnation of where our system currently lies. Because you know damn well this isn't just about class. This is also a deeply, deeply issue. Because Parkland Health, as you guessed it, serves primarily Black and Latino communities. And the wealthier hospitals that these organs were being diverted to serve primarily white communities. This is so that had their hands in this at all. And this is not legal advice, but if you were a patient at Parkland Health in Dallas and you needed an organ transplant, and you were denied for any reason, you should call a lawyer and you should look into the medical history of that case, because this is highly suspicious.
Million pigs in the United States now. They came from 11.
And that was by the Spaniards, right?
Correct. Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
I mean, that's crazy, but maybe it's even crazier the fact that they brought smallpox as well and killed 90% of the Native Americans.
Yeah, that's
nuts.
That's a little worse.
Yeah, most people are aware there was a Native Americans. When I had explained that to someone, that it was 90% of the people were killed by smallpox, they were like, what?
So apparently right now there's a guy in Minnesota riding around with his girlfriend's dead body and sleeping with it, maybe for the last couple of days. Can you guys look this up for me and then like report back to this video, because I don't really want to read the details. Thanks.
Bro, what is going on with people, bro?
Everything died, but chicken ain't running out and beef ain't running out. You ain't figured this shit out yet. A damn cow has a child, what? They have one calf a year? But yet McDonald's can't seem to run out of burgers? And we talked about this last night. You didn't figure the shit out. They ain't had no real meat in this country and real food in this country probably in damn 15 years. All that shit is cloned and manufactured. All that shit on the shelves is cloned and manufactured. They came out with 8 cloned cows in June. And they said, what you gonna do with these? They said, we ain't gonna kill these. These are prototypes. We gonna take these and make food for the supermarket. That's because all that shit, come on, let's think about it now. Every country in the world is in famine, but we can't seem to run out of no damn food. The supermarkets is full. And you ain't figured this shit out yet. We got endless supply of food. Hell, in 1983, McDonald's was saying over 1 billion served. And since 1983, they done had about 800 new franchise of chicken places done sprung up. And you ain't figured this shit out yet. The earth can't produce that much food.
Read another true and scary story. I came across your TikTok page and knew immediately I wanted to share my experience. I have never voiced out loud what happened, and by the end, I'm sure you will see why. So I lived in upstate New York during college in the Finger Lakes region. I had come to realize that there were animals I was not accustomed to be on the lookout for. Think coyotes, bears, the occasional wandering wolf. But nothing prepared me for what happened, and I never found anything to explain it. I was driving home one morning after a work shift that ended in the early morning, around 4 a.m. It was farm country, so I was driving long roads that were hills surrounded by fields. It was a route I had driven hundreds of times. At one point, I was passing a farm surrounded by massive fields. I was still at the entrance to the fields before the house, driving downhill toward the house and the fields beyond it. As I neared the house, something larger than my car appeared out of nowhere from my left and ran directly in front of me. I slammed on my brakes, and as it passed, its right hind leg stepped over the hood of my car. It never slowed down, just kept running and disappeared to my right. It was no creature I had ever seen before. Some internal feeling told me not to stop and get out of there as fast as I could. I hit the gas, sped the rest of the way home, and was prepared to run the only red light between me and my apartment, but thankfully it was green. When I pulled into my apartment complex, I was getting ready to get out of my car when I was suddenly overwhelmed by the feeling that something was watching me. I called a friend and woke them up, just saying, "Hey, I have an important question that can't wait." Then I got out of my car and ran up to my apartment while casually asking them how work was and whether they were going to be in class the next day. As soon as I got inside, I apologized for waking them and told them to go back to bed. They asked what was going on, and I said I didn't know, I couldn't explain it. To this day, even though I've moved away, I still sometimes, especially at night, get the feeling that something not human is watching me. I've always had this deep gut feeling that I can never say what I saw out loud because something is listening and waiting for me to acknowledge it. To describe the creature as best as I can, imagine the werewolves from Harry Potter, but with long, spindly legs like a spider and an extremely long, thin neck. If you've seen Hazbin Hotel, picture Alistair's neck in his demon form. It had no hair at all, completely bald, and was a grayish-brown color. Its hands looked human, with impossibly long nails, but its feet were pawed, with large claws. And again, it essentially ran over the hood of my car without needing to jump. It had to be at least 10 feet tall. It had a dog-like head with large teeth, sunken eye sockets, and glowing white eyes. Oh, this is so horrifying, and I'm so sorry that this happened to you. And I'm very sad to hear that you are still experiencing a feeling that something is still watching you to this day. I feel like this is a very common theme that like someone will see something paranormal or a creature and then after that feel kind of haunted by it for the foreseeable future. And I hope that as time passes, this feeling begins to fade for you because I can only imagine how terrifying it is to feel like you're being watched every single day. If you guys have any personal stories you'd like to share, please email them to me and I will get to them if I can. And I will see you in the next one.
He sacrificed himself. Now he's known as Will Smith. Ain't that some shit? I got to see sacrifice as a kid. Will used to put me on his lap when I was driving his car as a kid. Like I didn't know he was Will Smith, but to see somebody without his face, the blessing of God, bro. Watch The Switch, okay? I mean, you know The Switch, right? Okay, so it's a new movie called The Switch. I need you to watch that, right? Check that out. He says he can switch people out. And he does it right in front of them. And he says like, yo, bro, like, I'll switch your wife out and I'll put another one of your wife inside of her body. And they're walking around and you think that's your wife and it's not your wife.
This is the thing. They wanted me to tell about cloning. They wanted me to tell about Vril and the hosts, the parasited hosts. Now the thing is, they did not want me to tell about the chipheads because they want to continue their fake immortality, flawed existence.
This is what's going on. It's no longer, like I said, it's no longer spiritual. We figured out how to, turn into spirit and exchange the soul in order to control the vessel. So if I have the vessel and I'm just nothing but spirit, I can ruin your life.
Now that is between us, okay?
But you were...
In a coma? Nothing like having your face cut off to disturb your sleep. Read the newspaper lately?
You killed them?
Well, look, beats paying the bill, huh? I torched all the evidence that proves you're you. Okay, so wow, looks like you're gonna be in here for the next 100 years.
We have to be careful with who we want. You'll be in the car with Paul, man, but you're really in the car with Peter. But that's Paul's body. But why is Peter in Paul's body? You know, I've been going through this for a while in order to figure out and identify every soul inside of every vessel, to where we can all identify it, and it's not just me that can do it.
But I told
Why did they want you to tell about the other stuff, though?
Okay, all the celebrities, they don't want to attend anymore. And all of the ground level people that go there for rowdy, crazy, disgusting fun, they don't want to go there anymore. The novelty is worn off.
Basically, business, they're trying to shut the business down because it's not as functional anymore, right?
Yes, and they don't know what to do about all the hosts in the world. There is a lot of hosts.
Side to the Civil Rights Act. He says, and I quote, white people were very badly treated. Where they did extremely well. And they were not invited to go into a university or a college. And under his administration, the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission says there could be reparations for this discrimination. He got jokes. Take a look at this clip.
Are you a white male who's experienced discrimination at work based on your race or sex? You may have a claim to recover money under federal civil rights laws. The EEOC is the federal agency charged with enforcing federal anti-discrimination law against businesses and other private sector employers. The EEOC is committed to identifying, attacking, and eliminating all forms of race and sex discrimination, including against white male applicants and employees.
So this is my question. When did it all go downhill for white guys? I mean, okay, so like, I know that in 1955, when I was born, black folks didn't have the full vote in the United States. Yeah. Black folks couldn't really go to colleges without a big old hassle. So what was the problem then? I remember when women tried to get into these colleges. I remember when women had to fight to have the jobs that broke the glass ceilings. These were women, okay, just women. And now you want me to cry for the white guys who have always had, it seemed, many more advantages. They could go and get a bank loan. Yeah. My mom couldn't do that. Yeah. They could own a credit card. They could own a credit card by themselves. Yeah. You know who claims that there's a downside to the Civil Rights Act.
My God, have you heard the story?
Sitting patiently in the back of the courtroom, family members of James Redmond await to see the man accused of forever changing their lives. 44-year-old Richard Lewis made his first court appearance Wednesday morning. Police say he shot and killed Redmond.
Charged with Class A felony, first-degree murder that carries life without parole, life with the possibility of parole, or the death penalty.
Court documents say Lewis and Redmond were security guards at Main Event and have known each other for several years. Lewis reportedly shot Redmond in the head after an argument about the use of the metal detector on people entering the business Monday evening. According to an affidavit, Lewis told his general manager, quote, "He came at me and I had to do it." Moments before the shooting, Lewis reportedly told another coworker that if Redmond, quote, "walks up on me, I'm gonna blow his expletive off." According to a spokesperson with the Tennessee Department of Commerce and Insurance, Lewis was not licensed as an armed security guard at the time of the shooting. The state has now opened a complaint and is investigating Lewis's license case. We tried speaking to Lewis's attorney, but he declined to comment. We reached out to Dave & Buster's, which owns Main Event, and they sent the following statement. We were shocked and saddened at what had occurred at our Memphis Main Event location. We have extensively reviewed our safety and security procedures and have exhaustively analyzed these processes with our security vendor partner to ensure an incident like this never occurs again in the future. Our primary concern is for the safety and well-being of our guests and employees. They go on to say we continue to cooperate with law enforcement during the investigation. We tried speaking to Redmond's family after the hearing, but they told us they just aren't ready to talk just yet. Lewis is due back in court tomorrow morning for a bond hearing. Reporting for your news leader outside of 201 Poplar, Commissioner Wilborn, WREG News, Channel 3.
And we did ask Dave & Buster for the name of the security vendor, but they did not respond.
Prayers to everybody involved. One mistake changes everybody's life.
The Riverside Church, 1927, 1930, 3 years to build. What were you doing back then? No, seriously, what were you doing back then? Look at those faces. This thing is wild, man. There's 2 of them. Goes the whole block. And look, right across from Columbia. Look. Columbus. Washington. And there's all the nonsense. Hamilton. Who's that? Lincoln. I never told a lie. Right? You never told a lie. Yep. That's what they all say. Make it make sense, Morningside Heights. Look at that. What is that over there? Is that normal for a church? To have an armadillo? Why do they have armadillos on your church? You're not even anywhere close to where armadillos live. Make it make sense. Look at that. More evil spirits. Come on, man. Make it make sense. Let's get into it. Morningside Heights, Uptown, Columbia University, Castle Motif comment section. Make it make sense on a beautiful day. New York City, man.
Check this out, family. Y'all are watching people walking on Lake Michigan in Chicago. These people are walking on the frozen Lake Michigan. And it got me thinking about that lady who got arrested yesterday from traveling on the frozen Lake Michigan from Detroit to Canada. It got me thinking, What if the body of water is the shortcuts or portals that help us get to places quick? Because you got to think about it. She walked from where to where and got there quick as hell. On funnel grave. Shit is crazy.
Can't you go from North Dakota, if I'm not mistaken, to Canada?
All right, everyone's asking me to test the plastic snow in Canada. We just got a fresh snowfall here versus a torch lighter. So we're gonna see how it reacts with a torch lighter instead of just a regular Bic lighter that I usually use and that I've been seeing a lot of people use all over the world. So we'll see. I've been having lots of people send me videos, kids sending me videos saying, hey, don't eat the snow because it smells like plastic when we're burning it. But I have never used a torch lighter before, so we're gonna see just what it wants to do. I just wanna make it nice and compact here. Got the torch lighter. Seems to be melting, but in a very weird way. Ooh. It's not burning black, but it is melting in a very strange way. I don't know if you guys can see. I'll try to get it up close here. Hold on. See if we can focus the camera. It's almost like it's bubbling like plastic. You know, like when plastic melts, it kind of like shrinks and it's not, there's no like water coming off of it. You know what I mean? Like, shouldn't it be like melting? Like, where's the water? This is weird. There's no water like dripping off it at all, guys. Like, at all. Like, there isn't one drip here. Not a single drip. Not a single drip from all that. How is that possible? Still not dripping. Don't you think it'd be like dripping? That's wild. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, so that's what it did. Definitely smells very, very interesting. I think in the next video, I've had a lot of people ask me to boil some down, like boil a big pot down and see what remains, and then I'm gonna send it into the lab. We'll get it tested and see what happens there. If you guys want me to make that video, make sure to comment down below, say, or a thumbs up or whatever, just saying that I want you to make that video, and I will make that video, and I'll send it into the lab and we'll get it tested for you guys. But you have to like, comment, and share, and follow for that to happen. So very interesting. Peace.
Look at Lake Michigan. It is just nothing but mounds of frozen waves.
Children is not what great nations do. We in America are misinformed. Reality shows have warped our idea of what a hero is, or what the truth is.
One of the strangest things about the Statue of Liberty, let's talk about her torch. Originally was made to be a lighthouse, is a symbol of freedom in America. But can you walk up to it? Actually, you cannot. Ever since the Black Tom event of 1916, she has been closed off. You cannot see the torch. But there are so many people that remember being able to go to this torch. People have grandparents, parents, school trips that swear that they went up to the torch. But you can't. You haven't been able to do that since 1916. That's over 100 years ago. Even though there are countless movies and shows that show people up on the torch. But in this timeline, that's not possible. Number 2, where is she located? Where is Old Lady Liberty located? Is it Ellis Island or is it Liberty Island? A lot of people remember Ellis Island, but it is actually Liberty Island off the shores of New Jersey. It is not Ellis Island, but there are so many people, and I mean so many people, remember it distinctly being on Ellis Island. But in this timeline, nope, it's Liberty Island. Number 3, she ain't that thick. I don't know if this is a weird fact or something changed, but the Statue of Liberty is actually only thick as 2 pennies. Hey, you heard that right. She's only as thick as 2 pennies. I could have sworn in my timeline she was made of thick metal, but in this timeline, her copper is only as thick as 2 pennies, so she ain't that thick. And those are the 3 weirdest but strangest but truest facts about the Statue of Liberty. It's us.
Who remember otherwise?
How the
do they know what it looks like before then? Universal. We all know Universal Music Group, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's their logo?
The Earth.
Okay, thank you. So,
Yeah.
which they founded in 1913. The first picture of Earth didn't come until 33 years later at 1946. How the do they know what it looks like before then? I walk niggas down! All the pictures that we have from NASA, which they said themselves is CGI. They're composites. They're all pictures taken from other places around the globe, and they put them together.
Okay. I see what we getting. We getting closer to them files. I wanted the files out, bro, but I gotta get prepared. That shit right there is not okay. In fact, I got a sister. I got little relatives. I got a whole bunch of women in my family, bro. That shit just that could have been my relative. I know what he said. He don't like my kind, but still, you get what I mean. Like, it could have been. There's people out there who do like, no matter the ethnicity, they like to cut. They like younger at that. Shit's crazy. What's y'all thoughts, man? This man, he was a sick man, bro.
The world is a stage. Catherine O'Hara is unalived at the age of 71. But what if I tell you this is another ritual? Because what are the odds that she was announced unalived 33 days before her next birthday? What are the odds that she was also announced unalived 33 years after Home Alone 2, where this guy had a cameo? And what are the odds that the same day that Kevin Warsh was announced as the replacement for Jerome Powell, the mom of Kevin in Home Alone was announced unalived? Is that just a coincidence, or is there more to that? I guess it's probably just a coincidence, right? And R.I.P. to Catherine O'Hara. Oh yeah, and her character in Beetlejuice 2 was unalived in the movie, and she just so happened to be unalived because she was bitten by a snake. And who likes to read a certain poem about snakes? Again, this probably is just a coincidence. This is for entertainment purposes only. R.I.P. to Catherine O'Hara.
Y'all with him? Or y'all against him?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's stop these. I buried my wife over there. This is my golf course for tax reasons. Anyways, let's build golf courses where all the live. Now watch this drive.
We're going to collect a little bit of this snow here. Watch out, people. So, all right, guys, we're getting set up to check our snow. Let's see what kind of shit they're putting in this. Not that I'll be able to know what they're putting in it, but we should just see water, right? That's all we should see. Let me adjust my condenser here. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys watch me do this so nobody says I'm doing anything weird. We have our clean microscope slide. We have our fresh snow from outside. And we are just going to put a tiny bit on there. It's little rocks. All right, I need a top cover slide. There's your relax, buddy. There ain't nothing out there. Okay. Let's see. Turn you guys over here so you can hopefully see what I'm seeing. All right, let's start. Ooh. What is that? Let me show you guys this. I'm going to flip this camera around. All right, guys. This is really weird because these are not ice crystals. You can clearly see that that is water on my slide. Okay. These look like effing parasites or some type of plastic. And we are seeing these strange X shapes, okay, which look very similar to me, like a chromosome marker. See how shiny blue these are? This is how heavy metals show up in the blood. Now, just to be clear, everyone, this is what snow and water are supposed to look like under a microscope, not the strange.
So again, I asked this question. Where the love at in the world? So in 2020, some people decided to get what they was given. Some people decided to not get it. The people who didn't get it always talk shit to the people who did get it. I told you shouldn't have got it. And it's like, remember, God don't like ugly, and he cared very little for pretty. So when you do things like that, who's to say that you ain't got it too, based off them spraying the fruits, the vegetables, or the shit they spraying in the air? Who's to say they didn't spray that shit in the air and you inhaled it? Now you got it too. You just didn't know you accepted it. You get what I mean? Because they are that evil. So watch what you say to others. And again, where the love at? Why we can't just be like, I pray for you, I hope nothing happens to you if you took that route and you took what they gave you? Why we can't pray for them people? Isn't that what God would want? Or will he reject your ass and send you to hell because you are talking down or wishing bad upon somebody? Because what's the difference between you wishing bad on somebody and what the devil does and doing bad to people? Just asking a question here. And don't come with the, well, they made us feel bad for not getting it. So if they jump off a bridge, you gonna jump too? Don't do just because other people do. Like, we was taught that as kids. At least I was. What's y'all thoughts, man? And to the people who would say, well, you didn't take this and I believe in this. You shouldn't do that either. We all should just be showing love to each other, bro. Because this shit is real shaky. And one day, if it ever goes to hit the fan, we all we got, bro. Literally. That's the best way I can put it. What's y'all thoughts, man? You shop at the same supermarkets I shop at, bro. Trust me, when shit hit the fan, we gonna be together. We 9 times out of 10 live in the same areas. Let me know y'all thoughts, bro.
Check this out, family. That's right. Your eyes is not being deceived. You are looking at a Smurf village in real life. Yes, that's right. The Smurfs, the cartoon we grew up on as a kid, is actually real, allegedly. And this is located in Yemen. And these Yemen people discovered this. They got a nickname for it. I can't pronounce it, but I'm funnel grave. Shit is.
I eat children. How old are you? 12. Oh, okay. Only to 10.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Children and pineapple. Children and pineapple.
Yeah, I remember that clip. I think he's being real.
Lucifer Morning Star, Holy Trinity Church in England. Why y'all got that in there for? Why y'all got this mother in there for? Why y'all always gotta have demonic demons inside your motherfucking churches for, dog? This should be letting me know everything that I already be knowing about you motherfuckers. When y'all say y'all worshiping God and Lord, that's who the I really be talking about. I'm dead ass serious. Y'all got him in your church too much, dog. Just like at the Vatican. Y'all got all them demonic demon statues every motherfucker. Well, why y'all got all these demons around all these churches and all these cathedrals and shit? What's up with that shit? Tell me who you really work for. Show me who you really work for. And everybody think these motherfuckers so holier than thou whole time, but they worshiping Lucifer out there. You can see that people are worshiping some real demonic shit and acting like they good people when they really evil. But you ain't gotta believe me. They putting it in your face, dog.
Now this is a whole new world of unbelievable. This don't make no sense. You're trying to tell me, do what? You're having a laughing jack. So let me see if I got this straight. Underneath my city, there's an abandoned train station that used to go through Radford, St. Anne's and Meadows. Oh, you son of a ball bag. But it gets worse. Underneath Nottingham Castle. Now, just look how big the castle is. The castle is in the middle. Yeah. So think about the size in perspective with the other things. Can you tell me who's digging that deep? And how did you get the obelisk? The Egyptian style obelisk at the bottom. Brother, this is right at the bottom. It's an obelisk. There's no way you could have started digging from the ground. I'm telling you, these places are just abandoned underground train stations. The hills have eyes. People used to live here. This is their home. This is a weird place. This is a strange city. The people that lived in the caves. I don't really want to go down there, but I'm on the front line.
I ain't gonna lie, the Bully Slayer just sent a follow on Instagram, bro. I was already following him from like years ago, and he just followed back. I ain't gonna lie, I went crazy. He a legend. He a legend, bro. I went crazy. I appreciate the Bully Slayer, bro. Again, and 23 Wake. They both legends.
The recent Epstein Files releases have contained some incredibly disturbing photographs, but to me, none have been more disturbing than the photographs of Epstein with the children. And there are even photos of Epstein holding this child in his lap, as you can see right here. And I don't know who these people are. I don't know who this man is. I don't know who this woman is. I don't know why they're allowing Epstein to be near their children, and you don't know the context of any of this. But there are also, within these new files, multiple victims that are accusing Epstein and his cadre of evil cohort of having tried young girls. I'm talking children. If you've studied the Epstein story, you know that he's children, boys and girls. So this is nothing new. But this is something also the media has never really admitted to. For some reason, they want to portray the Epstein thing as exclusively, the trafficking of 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old young girls. But in fact, not only were girls that age being but there were also older girls and older women and very, very young children. I mean, we've seen allegations in some of the files here that children were being examined, having their pelvis examined by people like Donald Trump. We've also seen in the pages of this new release of documents allegations of children being murdered, of torture videos, of films being created, of babies. This is a real quote from one of the emails, and we'll talk about this later. Babies being and then people eating the feces out of the baby's intestines. That is a real allegation that comes from one of these recent files, and I can show it to you. But yeah, I'll talk about that in another video. For now, we just need to keep making videos about Epstein, keep talking about Epstein, keep commenting, keep liking these videos, reposting these videos. Because clearly, nobody is going to ever hold these people accountable. Nobody. We are the closest people to a Justice Department at this point, journalists online and people that are talking about this, than exists in our own government at this moment.
Some of those clips I had to take out because I really don't believe it's gonna it's gonna fit YouTube's guidelines. All I'm gonna say is anybody who's a billionaire at that certain level, they don't just rub shoulders with just anybody. I heard this thing that really wealthy people, billionaires, people like that, they hire private investigators to go research information about other people that they're doing business with or rubbing shoulders with or friends with, just in case they ever got to use it. You know what I mean? Like blackmail, or just in case somebody's into something that they not into, they don't want to risk their time, money, resources, image, likeness, things like that, and have that attached to a person that they rubbing shoulders with or doing business with. Collaborations, whatever you want to look at it as. So to me, anybody who ever rubbed shoulders with Epstein is just as guilty. They knew exactly what he was up to. There's no way he has his own island and he's home in his own backyard in his own home, and people didn't just come to his island and see that he was doing the shit that he was doing. He wasn't hiding this shit. I'm sure this is his home, his everything. You gotta come and be comfortable with his home, not the other way around. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, man. Let me know y'all opinions. That shit go for anybody who rubbed shoulders with him. They all guilty, bro. Birds of a feather, they flock together.
What the hell was that? What the hell was that? A giant alien running on a planet?
Why in the world is the king of demons himself seemingly buried right at the Cape of South America? The head of just one of these demons is about 10 to 20 feet in width, and there's many of them. Were these things living here at some point and just got buried by time? Maybe after a giant flood or even a giant cataclysm. And just wait, because this is about to get crazy. You can do it yourself on Google Earth and find the same point on the Cape in South America and find multiple deities which are clearly what we're about to say they are. Because what if I told you they were actually worshiping these deities that are laid up in the mountains? This right here, look very closely. It's the machine elf version of Baphomet. The machine elf version is what you find when you do certain things or even astral projection. No, we're not supposed to do that. In South America, they were worshiping a deity, almost a goat-like deity, which takes a couple different forms as El Tío. And he was basically the guardian or the deity that was over the underworld.
I've never said this on camera, but I'm trying to keep giving him a chance and not just dismiss everything. Every time it come across, I'm just not gonna post it. Did he just say we're not supposed to astral project, bro? When you sleep, you naturally do that shit. When you transition, where do you think, what happens with you? You are the soul before you are the body. You are the spirit before you are this shell. What the apologize, y'all. I gotta vibrate higher. It's like the 4th or 5th time this shit just has not made sense to me when he said something where I'm like, what?
Don't step off the trail.
I kind of had a feeling he was about to disappear.
You gonna learn a few lessons from us. And I'm gonna be the first.
With all due respect, she looked crazy.
Yeah, I think Kyle officially completed a ritual, y'all. Look at the video with Jaden Smith and Kyle Sinet. Oh, don't worry about the picture. I know them two don't look the same, right? Got the red room going on, fool. It's over. Know what they say about fashion?
Do you think this is real?
Mira la cabra. Mire la cara. Parece una persona.
Good is very strange. Almost like a human. Oh my god, if this is real, it is very terrifying.
Nah, that can't be, bro. That shit looks.
This is the #1 app in China. An app called Are You Dead? What it does is you click this button on the app every 2 days. And if you do not click it, it alerts your family that you're probably dead.
Damn.
What? That is wild.
200 million people living alone in China.
Are you required to have this app?
I don't think you're required.
Makes your family feel good to know that they.
Yeah.
It's that much of a problem.
It's that much of a problem
that you
people not knowing if you're dead or not.
Usually, you can tell someone if that they're dead if you're not getting a text or if you're not getting updated on Instagram.
The number 200 million people is nuts.
That's insane.
I can't even fathom that.
Well, America is like what, 320 million people? What was it? 321 million.
Let them do it.
900,000.
I lost it. Sorry.
This Keanu Reeves is a vampire. This ain't no way, dog. Ain't no way. That looking like the same person. I ain't tripping. Y'all both ugly. And y'all both look alike. The same dog. I don't even know who dude is on the right. But you look like the dude on the left. Dog. Alec Baldwin. That's you. Like a mother. Clear as day. Damn, Eddie. Damn. It is what it is, dog. This explains it all. That's all I'm gonna say. This right here explains it all. Go, Michael. Look at Jay-Z. Ugly as back then, ugly as right now. Mr. Camel. Kinda reaching with this one. But y'all do look alike. Went from Harriet Potter to Harry Potter. Ain't that a bitch? See why your ass played in Twilight and the Batman. Dog. And y'all both ugly as a too. Both Conan O'Briens. Motherfucker. Now Matthew McConaughey, you know you didn't right? You know you didn't. That's your ass. That's you, dog. These be getting all that adrenochrome, trying to stay young and look young so they can live forever. You all need to. God need to make sure y'all all get petrified. Big facts. Peace.
Shout out to 23 Wake, man. When he say, you know you done dub, right? You know you done dub. What movie is that? Don't get it wrong. Trust me, it's one of my favorite movies ever. One of my favorite movies ever. Shout out to the Grapes, bro. If you from Cali, you know what I'm talking about. Shout out to Grape Street. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all know we made it to the end of this. And if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate you be watching ETV, whatever the case is. I wish it was smooth 7. I love y'all, Collective. Till I see everybody in the next one. Y'all know what it is. We gone.
Ay, yeah, I just check my account, sheesh, at the amount.